News, New York.
And that is Nightly News for this Monday. Thank you for watching. I'm Lester Holt. Please take care of yourself and each other. Good night.
KUAM TV8, first on Guam.
KUAM News headlines are presented by Calvil's Insurance, protecting Micronesia for 85 years. Matson and the Adai Itano program. Apply at matson.com. Cars Plus starts something new sales event going on now with up to 20% off on Jeep Gladiators. Get to Cars Plus today. And McDonald's of Guam, I'm loving it.
Ahead on KUAM News Primetime.
Shocking revelations from a new audit of the Guam Memorial Hospital. I'm Jonagan Charfus, and coming up tonight, how one lawmaker is raising concerns on how the hospital hires and compensates its doctors.
Break-ins at Harry S. Truman force classes to be canceled. I'm Nevaeh Anderson with school admin and the mayor's response next.
Armed school resource officers have been assigned to 6 public schools to boost security measures and to make learning a priority. I'm Mitsuki Hirayama on the relaunch SRO program.
Hafidates and buenas noches. Bienvenido para KUAM News Primetime. Guahu Scenic Delgado. Destiny Cruz Lengus has the night off. Well, troubling financial practices at Guam's only public hospital. Tonight, a new audit revealing how the Guam Memorial Hospital Authority is hiring and paying its doctors, and the findings have one lawmaker sounding the alarm. Jonagan Charfus has more.
A scathing audit from the Guam Office of Public Accountability is putting the Guam Memorial Hospital under intense scrutiny. The report, covering fiscal years 2020 to 2023, found that GMH paid doctors a total of $105.9 million. But how that money was distributed is raising red flags for Senator Sabrina Salas Matanani, chairperson of the Health and Veterans Affairs Committee. The lawmaker issuing a press release Tuesday, breaking down some of the concerning numbers. $78.6 million was spent among 136 contracted doctors. $27.3 million was spent for 32 government-employed doctors, and 18 of them receiving double payments totaling $19.1 million. Salas Matanani calling such payments outrageous.
And this is just part one of several other audits that the OPA plans on doing. But yeah, I felt it was kind of absurd when you read it. Just a layman's person looking at an audit like this.
One physician alone was paid over $2.7 million through multiple roles at the hospital. The audit also found serious compliance issues.
As the OPA pointed out, a lot of these contracted doctors, their documents, they didn't have the required signatories. For example, the Attorney General, the governor, and BBMR.
The senator says financial accountability must come first.
I think this is an internal issue for GMH to look at their policies and maybe follow their policies. Does it need to be legislated? I'm not 100% convinced. I think it's how they manage their finances and how they go about their hiring practices, which is what I think is important.
While the first audit didn't cite official questionable costs, more reviews are coming. Salas Matanani and other lawmakers will be closely watching.
As we head into the budget season and as we work on the hospital's finances, I think we should probably start. I mean, we all want to give as much money to GMH, but we also want a level of accountability in what we give GMH, because throwing money at a problem is not fixing the problem. So I think for GMH and their finances, we need to start looking at common sense.
She acknowledges that there are a lot of good doctors at Guam's only public hospital.
People should still feel that, you know, the people that are working there, considering the conditions that they're working in, truly do care about the people of Guam and are just doing the best that they can in the conditions that they're working in.
Jonagan Charfris, KUAM News.
Now to a major break-in at Harry S. Truman Elementary School in Santa Rita. Vandals forcing school officials to cancel classes today. As Nevaeh Anderson reports, staff arrived to find the campus in disarray and school property destroyed.
Splintered doors, stolen technology, and shattered windows are just some of the damages left behind after a break-in at Harry S. Truman Elementary School in Santa Rita. The incident is suspected to have occurred between Sunday afternoon and Monday, after teachers had been in on Sunday morning to secure their classrooms following this past weekend's earthquake. Upon discovering the damage this morning, school administration had no choice but to send students back home while they pick up the pieces. Guam Police Department's crime scene investigation team arriving shortly after to document the extent of the damage. Acting Principal Rose Castro says the level of vandalism suggests this was more than just a random break-in, with the intruders leaving a targeted message for Truman teachers.
It seems that they were planning this with that kind of message that the child is trying to share. I don't understand what they're trying to state to the teachers. Their teachers were here for them.
The intruders also discharged fire extinguishers, coating classrooms in harmful chemical dust.
A lot of damaged laptops, damaged door handles, even broken whiteboards that were purchased by the teachers themselves.
For Santa Rita Sumai Mayor Dale Alvarez, this morning's scene was upsetting.
You know, I feel for the teachers, the faculty, the staff, and especially the students. I feel for them because after the point that we fought for the school to keep it open, and then we're just going to get vandalized just like that. This is their education. This is their home. This is where they learn. And for you to do this for the kids, that's no respect at all. But I want justice.
While GPD continues its investigation, Chief Stephen Ignacio says the impact goes far beyond just the school.
The criminals that did this, you know, the effect is not just on the school. It's on the whole of the community. Parents have to take off from work. Kids don't get to go to school. For some of those kids, you know, they rely on the meal at the school, and they don't get to have a meal today.
Students can expect to return to classes on Wednesday as GDOE facilities, maintenance staff, and teachers work to get the school ready for instruction. Nevaeh Anderson, KUAM News.
Again, students will have classes at Harry S. Truman on Wednesday. Our Guam police officers will be deployed full-time to keep watch of 6 public high schools, hoping to provide a boost to school safety and make learning a priority. The Guam Police Department launching the School Resource Officer Program in collaboration with the Guam Department of Education. Natsuki Hirayama has the details.
An effort to boost school safety. Guam Police Department officers will be stationed full-time at 6 Guam Department of Education schools under the School Resource Officer Program. Chief of Police Stephen Ignacio.
We've all seen the reports in the past couple of years, riots at schools during lunchtime, during breaks. So we're there, you know, to try and stop these incidents before they occur.
The high schools getting the armed police officers are George Washington, Okudu, Southern, and Teason, along with Simon Sanchez and John F. Kennedy, both in double session at the Upper Tumon campus.
We're excited to be at the schools.
GPD Officer Miguel Castigador is an SRO at GW in Mangilao. He says they've already been making their presence known at the schools.
We already have a little how we say this, administrative approach, like talk first day going to school, getting with the staff, talking to the teachers, and actually also being present where our students are just walking, saying hi, saying good morning, how are they, what are their hobbies, what do they like to do. And one of them approached me and asked me, "Sir, why are you here?" I'm like, "Oh, okay, that's one of the questions they asked us."
When students see these men and women in blue, the hope is they'll be reminded that learning is a priority when they walk in those doors. GDOE Superintendent Dr. Kenneth Swanson.
It really is a real part of the environment when we know that we have an officer present, just like when you look in your rearview mirror, it's like, oh, I better check my speed. And we have a few folks that need to check their speed, to be sure.
Swanson adds it's also about building trust and confidence in the community.
And our kids are watching all of us, and they take their cue from how we behave. At the same time, they have the added ability to be able to respond in a dangerous situation is something that I think is a great step forward.
Public schools haven't had SROs since the program ended under the judiciary in 2019. It should be noted SROs were not armed back then. Ignacio says these officers will be trained to the National Association of School Resource Officers course, ensuring they have the necessary skills and knowledge for school-based policing.
We've been sending them through refresher training and to some new training, you know, to make sure that we use force judiciously and appropriately, understanding that we're in a very different environment because we're now dealing with minors.
Acting Governor Josh Tenorio adds their presence will also help identify and respond to victims of crime.
Many of our children, our students, are victims of crime, sometimes from their own homes, sometimes at the hands of people who are trusted. And so having access to law enforcement officers on campus in a trusted way, I feel, is going to help us with that mandate and mission.
The SRO program cost $1.5 million that was appropriated to GPD from the general fund. Swanson says the program is critical and hopes it will be sustainable. Matsuki Hirayama, KUAM News.
A federal and local drug investigation leads to a convicted child molester being placed back in prison. 40-year-old Kevin Roberts is charged with possession of a Schedule II controlled substance. Court documents stating SWAT officers with the Guam Police Department and federal law enforcement authorities raided a home in Sinahan with Roberts when the agents spotted meth in his pocket and in his car. He's being held on $5,000 cash bail. Now, the Guam Sex Offender Registry notes Roberts was convicted separately in 2009 and 2011 on criminal sexual conduct charges. The victims in those cases ages 9 and 12. A man is under arrest accused of sexually molesting a girl known to him. 37-year-old Junior John is charged with second-degree criminal sexual conduct and disorderly conduct. Court documents stating the alleged sexual abuse occurred in September of 2022 involving a 13-year-old girl. Authorities only making the arrest over the weekend following a disturbance in Dededo. John is being held on $3,000 bail. In Saipan, a local newspaper is targeted by a thief. Oglex Chang Megisdab is charged and was caught on camera allegedly stealing a company vehicle that was owned by the Marianas Variety. The alleged theft happened Saturday when he was captured walking into the office and taking the keys from a Dropbox and taking off with the car. Megisdab is no stranger to CNMI Department of Public Safety officers. By Sunday afternoon, authorities spotted the stolen car in Garapan with the suspect in the driver's seat. He allegedly admitted to the theft and was taken into custody. We've got more news in a moment. You're watching KUAM News Primetime.
In here, you can expect to find crystal clear audio, expansive display space, endless entertainment, and more comfort for everyone. But even with all that, we still left room for all the unpredictability, spontaneity, and unexpected things you'll find out here. The new 2024 Grand Cherokee lineup. Jeep, there's only one.
Leaving my phone and bush cutter outside. What's gonna happen? Ooh. Yeah, oh, take it. Come on, bro, it's free. Bro, yo, bro. Bro, just take it. Dude,
looking to ditch your old phone?
Take it.
Trade into Guam's most reliable network and get an extra $300 off the latest phones on any unlimited plan. GTA, we start with you.
Hey, I got the job. So I can go part-time. Yes!
Some days bring new opportunities. First Hawaiian Bank can help you say yes to making the most of them. Manage your accounts, earn cash back, and when you need advice, we're here for you.
We should really get him into an art program.
No matter where your journeys take you, you can bank on the best. First Hawaiian Bank. It all starts with yes.
Go on a journey to discover true health and wellness. At the Medical City, we bring you expert care, cutting-edge treatments, and personalized wellness programs. From wellness checkups to relaxation retreats, nurture your well-being in a place of healing. Explore the Philippines. Experience the Medical City.
President Trump's push for peace talks to end the war in Ukraine are in limbo, with the president saying Ukraine's President Zelensky needs to be more appreciative of the American aid, while European leaders are strongly backing Zelensky. Here's Gabe Gutierrez.
Tonight, more than 3 years into Russia's war in Ukraine, President Trump says potential peace talks are not dead, but the next move is up to Ukraine's President Zelensky.
I just think he should be more appreciative because this country has stuck with them through thick and thin.
President Trump today firing back after Zelensky said overnight a peace deal was still very, very far away.
He said he thinks the war's going to go on for a long time. And he better not be right about that.
Negotiations with Ukraine on a deal to share the country's mineral wealth as payback for U.S. aid, seen as a first step in the broader peace process, collapsed following Friday's diplomatic disaster in the Oval Office.
You're gambling with World War III.
Two administration officials tell NBC News Trump's team has discussed whether to pause U.S. military aid to Ukraine, though it's not clear whether the president will do it.
Well, I haven't even talked about that right now.
Top administration officials saying Zelensky needs to express more regret for Friday's explosive confrontation.
Time is not on his side. Time is not on the side of just forever continuing this conflict. The American people's patience is not unlimited. Their wallets are not unlimited.
Zelensky this weekend getting support at an emergency meeting of European leaders. His tension with the White House now prompting concern about the future of NATO and Trump's relationship with Russian President Putin. A U.S. official tells NBC News that in late February, before Friday's Oval Office showdown, Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth ordered U.S. Cyber Command to stand down on offensive cyber operations against Russia. The Kremlin now saying the White House's foreign policy largely coincides with our vision, troubling for Trump's former national security advisor, H.R. McMaster.
Vladimir Putin couldn't be happier because what he sees is all of the pressure on Zelensky, all of the pressure on Ukraine, and no pressure on him.
President Trump then posting we should spend less time worrying about Putin and more time worrying about illegal immigration and crime. Today, pressed about the Kremlin statement, Trump arguing he's been tough on Russia. And his focus now is getting Putin to negotiate.
It takes two to tango, and you're going to have to make a deal with Russia, and you're going to have to make a deal with Ukraine. I gave Russia nothing except grief. I gave them nothing. I gave them sanctions, and they say how close I am to Russia. Let me tell you, we have to make a deal because there are a lot of people being killed that shouldn't be killed.
And President Trump is set to give his address to Congress. Watch it this Wednesday at 12 p.m. on KUAM TV8 and streaming on Peacock. Now to your eye on health. The flu season raging, and healthcare experts are sharing concern about local travelers making their way to Asia. Andy Blakely with IHP has what you need to know to stay healthy and ensure that your trip isn't derailed by illness.
Well, we've definitely seen an increase in the foot traffic regarding, upper respiratory symptoms. I've seen a lot of, kind of malaise, body aches, just feeling pretty junky. That's usually coupled with some congestion, some coughing. We have definitely seen an uptick on that, and essentially all ages. We've seen it from kids all the way up to older adults and even some elderly types. The body aches coupled with the headache, coupled with, the generic malaise or feeling run down, probably says you have a viral infection of some kind. I always tell my patients, and usually it bears out with my objective findings too, that if you feel like you got hit by a truck and, all of those things are true, you probably have the flu.
He adds IHP is well stocked with the flu vaccine. Check your healthcare provider for more on getting the shot. Now for your world at home. Here's a view captured from the windy hills of Humatak.
Island Cancer Center has the only state-of-the-art Halcyon Linear Accelerator, providing radiation treatments in the Asia-Pacific region. We are excited to be back up and running after Typhoon Mawar. We have been providing the highest quality patient-centered care for 14 years and will continue to do so. Why? because we love what we do. Island Cancer Center, our family treating your family. Visit us at islandcancercenter.com or call 671-646-3363.
New year, new me. A year of possibilities starts now, and it all begins at Kmart. From health to home, we got everything you need to start fresh and thrive in the new year. Kickstart healthy habits with pantry essentials and nutritious options for your family. Keep your home sparkling with cleaning solutions designed to make life easier and fresher. Looking to crush your fitness goals? Find workout gear and activewear to get you moving. Need to revamp your style? Check out our newest apparel for the whole family. And for the heart of your home, discover appliances and home goods to make your life easier and more comfortable. Busy families, moms on the go, and everyone in between. Kmart is here for you. A fresh start is just one shopping trip away. Kmart. New year, new me, a year of possibilities. Find it all at Kmart.
How deep do Pizza Hut's roots run in the islands? Through all the decades, we know what you love. Great taste at an even better price. Like our large one-topping carry-out pizza for just $15.99. You choose your favorite topping, pepperoni, olives, sausage, or any other single topping. Our $15.99 large one-topping pizza. Order online and carry one out today. Only at Pizza Hut, the island's best.
Transition, run here, transition.
And then run!
Put your shoes on.
Put your shoes on, run. Take off your shoes on,
And then run. That way.
2, 1, go!
We're encouraging young athletes, we're giving them opportunities, which is always the best one, but we're also looking for the next great one.
Yes, we are. They're around here somewhere. I've seen them.
Good job. Go straight. You're done. You're done. Go straight. Good job. Right here. Right here. Good job. Good job. Right here.
Swimming in Truman itself is actually really challenging. The current is pretty strong today with the weather. The course is pretty wet, so it is going to be hard to race, and EPAL is a pretty busy location. But aside that, nothing much you can do. If you love it, you'll get it done.
Got it, Nina. Get it. Get it. Way to go, kiddos. Way to go, bud. Keep it going.
I think it works really well to build their confidence because it's two sports, swimming and running, and then Guam Triathlon Federation is looking for the next generation, so we're pretty excited to build their confidence early.
Good job, champ!
This way, follow that way. Good job. Right here. Good job.
Super speed your life with Docomo Pacific Fiber Internet.
get symmetrical upload and download speeds up to 5 gigs. Get started with Fiber 500 at $145 a month, Fiber 1 gig at $215 a month, or Fiber 5 gig at $299 a month. Plus, get 2 SuperPod 6Es with any plan, and a free EcoFlow River 3 and bonus welcome kit with 1 gig and 5 gig plans. Experience tomorrow's islands today with Docomo Pacific Fiber Internet.
Hey, Lise, what's in the bag? A barbecue bacon QPC from McDonald's.
Oh, you mean the Angel Reese special? I'll play you for it.
I've been waiting for you, OG. And if I win, McDonald's on me. But you know my game, right?
Oh, yeah, I know.
Let them know.
Oye, vámonos, let's get it.
I got something for you, Aaliyah.
All right, let me see it. Let me see it. Now she blocked it.
Yo, Stewie, when it takes the bag. Golly, right here with you. Right here with you. Nothing but net. Get the Angel Reese special at McDonald's. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Don't need a work break, keep the smile on your face. The moments you can't replace, and I'll be around. Whoa. You can count on me. You can count on me for life.
Wherever life takes you, we're always here for you. Calvo's Insurance. Count on us for life.
The Academy of Our Lady of Guam. I'm here today with my lovely Sunny Angel collector. They can sit, they can stand, and be on their phone, laptop, and most importantly, they can create a community. Whether it's doing the secret, posting the latest Sunny Angel Smithson series, or sharing new additions to their collection, Rachel Kitigua, an avid Sunny Angel collector, has created a community dedicated to all things angelic and cute. In today's Spot Report, we're diving into the angelic world of Sunny Angel and Smithson collectors on Guam.
Why did you want to start a Sunny Angel collector group?
I decided to start this collection group because I figured they got more popular since Guam actually started selling them online. And I basically wanted to create a space where people can buy, sell, and trade Sunny Angels as well as share information, like where to get them and such. And when I initially created this spot, I had the goal in mind being to have a local meetup where everybody can just come together and, talk about the hobby, also buy and trade and stuff like that.
Can you describe the group for us? What do you guys do and what do you talk about?
It's really just a space to buy, trade, and sell. And also just share information like how to differentiate from real ones and where to get Sunny Angels on Guam or anywhere else.
Building a community is never easy. How did you find people to recruit for the group?
So the way I started this group chat is by making a flyer, and then I had flyers up around DOG, and it was through a Google Doc form where I just asked like name and number so I can add them to the group chat.
And for viewers out there looking to start their own collection, where they can find the Sunny Angels and Smithsons on Guam?
Okay, so the first place that I noticed was Smart Town, and then Taylor Stick at local hotels, also for going around. There's also the Depot, and there's also social media platforms like local place account, and Facebook Marketplace, of course. So those are the easiest places to get them along.
Where would be the cheapest place to buy Sunny Angels or Smithsons?
The cheapest place would probably be Smart Town, where they sell them at $18.
But just like any collectors in the world, there are some tricksters out there. How can you spot fake Sunny Angels or Smithsons?
So usually I kind of stick to where I find the real deal to kind of avoid this situation, but I would say the best way to tell is to pick up the box, like the Sunny Angel box. It'll usually tell you, it'll have the official logo on the bottom. So there's that. And then also the fakes, at least the really bad fakes, it'll have a lot of typos in it, so just be mindful of the box really.
No collector's group would be completed without its own set of fun lingo. What are some of the terms you guys use within the Sunny Angels and Smithsons group?
So honestly, I kind of pulled it from all the media that I've consumed about Sunny Angels online. For example, ISO, which is in SoCal, and there's LSO, which would be desperately in SoCal, and then there's groups, which usually means a duplicate of San Diego.
What are some of your favorite moments in the Collectibles group?
I would say everybody actually sharing all their collections was really nice. It was cool to see what everybody else had. Because some people were really old collectors, so they had all these like rare premiums that aren't being sold now. So I think it's really cool to see all of those. What an angelic adventure we had today, diving into the world of sun angels and mysteries. From rare finds to flamingo, this group proves that it's not just about the figures, it's about the community, the hunt, and feeling those angel-tastic moments. If you're looking to start your own collection or just want to join the fun, check out the group and become part of the Angel Army. Until next time, keep collecting!
Okay, everybody, the 46th annual research conference happens on March 6th through the 7th. The theme is Tapestries of Resilience, Securing Our Island Communities. Make sure to get involved. All right, in celebrating of Youth Art Month, if I can even say that, the Office of Senator Shelley Calvo is having a Healing Through Colors Youth Art Contest. Make sure that you participate in that. Good luck to you. And Breaking Wave Theater Company is having a retelling of Romeo and Juliet. Tickets are now on sale. Make sure to check it out, guamtime.net or bwtcguam.com.
Now for your Cold Stone Creamery Birthday Club shout-out submitted on KUAM.com.
Happy birthday to Ramel Samala. Hey, this is Darby's dad. So happy birthday from March 4th. Happy birthday, Dad. Thank you for being the light of our life and always putting a smile on our faces. You're the funniest guy we know and we love you so much. With all the love in the world, Glenda, Denzel, as I said, Darby, and your brand new son-in-law, Storm. Ethan Daniel Cabrera Guzman, happy birthday number 19 to the gentleman otherwise known as Bones. We're so proud of the man of God that you've become. Continue to serve in his kingdom. Love the family. Hallelujah. Happy birthday to Ethan. Ezekiel Blaine Munya, happy 10th birthday to you, aka King Kaya. Welcome to the exciting world of double digits, and you are getting lots of love from Dad, Mom, Ezekiel, LJ, Dan E. Familia. And a second birthday to 10-year-old Ezekiel. Happy birthday to you from your big brother Blaze and the best dad ever, family and friends. We wish you a blessed day and love you and keep doing what you're doing. And Chanel Hernandez, happy birthday to you, and may God's light light your path, his grace fill your heart, and his promises guide your journey. We love you coming from your family.
Hestagi is in Mizu Primetime Show. Sizu is Masi put in a nega guahu sinek tawgado. Nafan safu hamzu zagosa ipoengi.
Health, Home, and Lifestyle is brought to you by The Medical City, your trusted partner in health. Hafide Guam, I'm Jason Salas, and welcome to Health, Home, and Lifestyle, where we show you how to live a happy and healthy island life.
House to Home, presented by Remax Diamond Realty.
Half a day, everybody. Biba Mes Tomorrow. It is Chamorro month, and we celebrate our culture. And part of our culture has always been providing wonderful places of hospitality, wonderful places to live, and that's what we do here on House to Home. Gina is not with us today. She is on assignment. So we have Liz, as always, joining us from her Hagåtña office. And we have Joni Cruz Canata, who specializes in property management. She is an expert on the topic, and she is with Remax Diamond Realty. Ladies, half a day.
Hi. Half a day, Jason.
Okay,
Please.
Liz, we've mentioned the term property management a cajillion times in the decade that we've been doing this show and everything. And Joni, we are so happy to have you here to actually shine light on exactly what this is and the scope of services that are under that very, very important aspect of real estate. So good to have you.
Yes, thank you. Well, we wanted to have Joni come on the show to talk about what services we provide. And usually people, there are two parts of let's say, for example, renting property. So the two parts are, as an agent, we list the property, we place it on the market, we work on showing the property to get the property rented. And if an individual chooses to have their property management, we have that service with Remax Diamond Realty. And then once we place the tenant, we turn it over to the property manager. So property management, again, two separate aspects of the real estate. One is the listing agent handling placing the property on the market, marketing it, getting it rented. And then the other aspect is the logistics in taking care of that property. And there are two types of property managements we handle. We do handle single family homes, condos, and then we do handle HOAs, homeowners association. And our staff is dedicated to do this type of work. We don't allow any of our agents to handle property management because we're busy with the real estate market that management takes up a lot of time and effort and rather time consuming because they're working with vendors to get the job done in terms of repairs and maintenance. Anyway, let me have Joni talk about what they do.
Okay, and real quick, Joni, like I'm so happy to have you here again on the show because every person that specializes in property management that I know in the 10 years we've been doing this show, I can never get them on the phone because they're always talking on the phone because something's always going on.
Yes, every day.
What are the most common functions that you facilitate?
So we're basically the liaison between the owner and the tenant. We basically take care of the day-to-day operations of the property. In the event there's issues, at the property, it's our job to ensure we facilitate any contractors that need to go out to provide quotes for our owners to review. And then, of course, always communicating is a big aspect of the job between owners and tenants. So, yeah, it's quite a lot of work, but it's very beneficial, especially for homeowners who live abroad. We always try to recommend that we have they seek out a property manager. That way, we're their eyes and ears here, back home. So, it's a great opportunity to have a property manager. So, yeah.
Okay, and I know that one thing about property managers is you guys, I mean, you guys are amazing. You're super professionals at what you do. You are, masters of many disciplines because again, you have to know things about the yard, about the roof, about the structure of the house, about the interior, about the exterior. But where you guys truly earn your angel wings, I believe, is the day after a typhoon. I know you guys are super busy. Tell me about that.
Big time. But before she explains that aspect of it, what they do is they really do the dirty work of the property management where they would run to get your business license.
Right.
They coordinate stuff to go with all the different inspections like the fire department, public works. These are all components of them getting the business license together. So that's one big step in order to handle the property management. And then the other thing goes to hiring the vendors to do repairs, doing the taking care of the tenant, move-in inspection,
comparative quotes, for owners to review. So that's another thing is we're very familiar with what the market is right now in terms of the labor costs. So that's a big factor in what we do. So that's also a benefit, to the owners as well.
Okay, so did you slide into this position right now, having done property management before, or did you kind of like transition laterally from another role, like within RE/MAX?
I transitioned laterally. I've been here at RE/MAX for a very long time.
Well, tell them that.
So I'll be 20 years this month.
Congratulations!
Thank you.
You got 20 years with RE/MAX. We got 10 years with the show. We got to have a party one of these days.
Yeah, we should. Yeah, it's been an amazing opportunity. I've learned a lot. I started, at the way bottom. And of course, with the grace of Liz and Gina, they groomed me to where I needed to be. And now I'm proud to say that I think we do a fantastic job. At least we do try our best.
Absolutely. So. How has doing all aspects of, let's call it the real estate pipeline, right? The framework. How has it helped you better understand like the business and ultimately deliver, optimal service to your clients?
Well, a lot of it is getting to, study the lease agreement. That's a big thing too, because as property managers, we have to enforce the terms of that lease. So learning how to read the lease and the terms of it has also, been, very beneficial. And then of course, learning our customers and who they are and what, working with them throughout the years and what they expect, as, a customer, that's also, very beneficial.
And that's really That's really educational for me because I always knew you understand the structural side and deal with the structural side of a property. I had no idea you guys were like involved with like the agreements and like and everything like that. So you're literally and figuratively like involved with managing the property. That's amazing.
Yes.
Go into explaining what you do. You wanted to know what happens after a storm or a typhoon.
Oh,
Okay, yeah, the morning after, you guys are out on the road, putting on the raincoat and jamming.
Yes, the once we're cleared to get back on the road, we're already out there with our raincoats, our rain boots, and we're checking our properties because we understand a lot of the owners that live abroad are worried. They need updates, they want to know what's going on, and it's our job to ensure that their what is it?
Their interest.
Yeah, is taken care of, and there's no issues. And if there is, then we take the proactive measures to ensure that the property is going to be in good condition.
Honey, do you want some milk?
Do you ever wonder how your favorite products make their way into your local stores? Most arrive on state-of-the-art Matson vessels that transport containers of food, household items, equipment, and supplies into the islands every week. Because we know that you depend on us, we work closely with our partners to ensure that our shipments arrive on time, all the time, so you can find your favorite products when you need them. We transport the region's most precious cargo that supports successful businesses and promotes a better quality of life for our families. Matson is proud to have been the hometown shipping carrier for Guam, the CNMI, and Micronesia for the past 25 years, and you can count on us to be here for generations to come.
Le dije, vamos a hacer maldades. Vuelvo, yo te traje. Pago ya el mahones si no baila pa' que sale. Aquí están mis anormales. Tú me ves en el. Esto es pa' las nenas nuevas, pa' los nenes, pa' la vida.
And I know, like many industries here, it's better to do the job right than to do the job fast. But then at the same time, you probably got all of your tenants, all of your owners, all calling you saying, what's going on with my property? So how do you actually try and, site survey as many properties as you can after a natural disaster?
So we have a team of 6 property managers, and what we like to do is we basically work together. We spread out. We try to work more efficiently, and getting things done. So a lot of times it's just a lot of teamwork, and then we prioritize. What's the biggest, the most important thing we need to get done versus okay, that can wait a couple days, because a lot of the other issues is the contractors, they're not always available, when we call. So a lot of it's just prioritizing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can imagine the work even before the storm.
Yeah, because we also prepare.
That's a good point.
Yeah. So we try to take the proactive measures as well when we know that there's a storm coming or, whatever disasters are coming our way.
Now, again, something, Joni, that I didn't realize was that Liz was mentioning that you guys also do like condos, and maybe in its best case, a condominium on Guam would be maybe 2 or 3 stories, maybe even more challenging. Something like we've been to Villa Cantantasi and done our show from there several times. Liz's place on the 8th floor, 80 feet up, from sea level and everything like that. What are some of the challenges about trying to do your job with the structural integrity of a property like in a high rise?
Well, with situations like that, thankfully, there's a lot of, property managers for the HOAs, homeowners association is what they're called. And they basically we would work together with them in terms of preparing the property. We just want to make, always ensure that the shutters are closed. And sometimes a lot of the properties are vacant. So our team would go out and secure the shutters and, do the best we can just to ensure that, it's safe and sound. But other than that, it's just a lot of working together.
What are the most common concerns that you get, like when your email's going crazy, when your phone is ringing off the hook and everything like that? What are some of the most common requests from people, whether they're first time customers or they've been with Remax for for years and years and years about property management?
Well, a lot of it is you're talking in terms of the homeowners, like
Mhm.
what their concerns are. Well, a lot of it is they just want updates of their property, how are their tenants doing? But like I said earlier, our job is to also enforce the terms of the lease. So sometimes, and we understand a lot of families sometimes aren't able to, make their rent payment on its due date. But it's our job to also, remind them, hey, you got to pay your rent. So a lot of it's just a lot of communication. And we've learned that the more we communicate with our owners, the better that they feel at ease and they don't really call with so much concerns, which is a plus because there's a lot of things happening back home too.
See, I didn't realize that. I didn't realize that Liz makes you be the traffic cop.
Yeah.
Yeah, usually when I get a complaint or something, I don't just respond. I'd have to get the property manager's feedback. What is going on or what is the story? So every time the property management send out emails, they CC me or Gina or whoever the agent is that's representing that property so that we're all on the same page.
Right.
And that way, all the communication regarding a vendor quote or issues that arise with the unit, we're all on the same page because we work together as a team and we all need to be aware of what are the facts involving any issue involving the property. The other thing I want to bring up is we do have an online website that our accounting will post any incoming funds that are received, funds that go out, vendors that are paid. It's a website that the owners, no matter where in the world they're at, they can look into the site and say, oh, this is what's happening. This is what I have in my account. This is what was paid.
Right.
Of course, before anything is done, there are parameters in terms of expenses. So there might be a budget for the property manager. If there's a plumbing issue, you only can spend up to $300. Anything above that, you have to get the owner's approval. And the website shows the incoming funds, outgoing funds.
Right.
So it's a really easy way to stay in touch with the owners, regardless of whether they're on Guam or whether they're abroad.
So, Joni, it's a very delicate dance that you've become a master of.
It's a lot to learn. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Property management is not as easy as the cha-cha or the electric slide, I would say, if we put it in those terms.
It's challenging. It's also rewarding. So, and our team, we have a great team. They've been with us for a few years. So, that's always a plus, having people who are already well versed in the position. So that's also a blessing.
I've got to say though, the role of a property manager isn't easy because they're in, they're out, they're with vendors, they're inspecting property, they're doing move-ins, they're doing exit inspection. Bear in mind, whenever there's a move-in, they document with photos, how does the property look? What are the deficiencies? And then when the party exits, the tenant exits, they do another inspection to make sure the property is intact. And if there are any deficiencies after the initial move-in, then those are notated. And of course, deductions are made from the security deposit based on the condition of the property. So they're like multitasking with all kinds of stuff. It's not an easy task. It's not an easy job. And I have to say, we're proud of our team. And some of them are 15, 20 years. Some of them are 5 years with us. But they've hung in and have done a great job.
Yes.
Very nice. How rewarding is this work, Joni?
Actually, I've been here this long. Well, I've been in property management for 10 years now. And a lot of it, there's more pros than there is cons. Yes, it's a lot, it's very demanding, the job itself. But when you're able to move in a family into, their home or, you're able to help a tenant, in their time of need, and then an owner's happy because, his investment's taken care of, it just comes full circle. So it's great.
What are some of the characteristics if someone would like to pursue like this work and say like, I've watched your show. I find it really, really interesting. I think I might want to do that, but I don't know if I'm cut out to be an agent or a surveyor isn't exactly like, like my thing or something about this episode just said like I would make a good property manager. What types of personalities are drawn to this and what skills should they have?
For me, I think a lot of it is you have to have a really strong backbone. You can have the heart of gold, but at the end of the day, when you have to make some tough decisions and some tough calls, you have to have a strong backbone. You got to always just remind yourself that, it's the job, and, take that with you, and then always be humble with, what we have in front of us and work with it. Yeah.
I've never seen a Chamarita who doesn't have like the strongest backbone in the world. So no worries there.
House to Home, presented by Remax Diamond Realty.
Guam's auto appearance specialist, Elegant Reflections, has been providing the automotive industry with professional detailing and car care products at its highest quality, from complete detailing, full interior detailing, exterior detailing, headlamp restoration, hand washing, seat and carpet shampoo, engine degreasing, undercarriage cleaning, paint sealant, fabric protection, paint oxidation removal, and so much more. Visit us at our new location. Call 646-5555 for an appointment. Elegant Reflections, Guam's auto appearance specialist, over 20 years of experience.
New year, new me. A year of possibilities starts now, and it all begins at Kmart. From health to home, we got everything you need to start fresh and thrive in the new year. Kickstart healthy habits with pantry essentials and nutritious options for your family. Keep your home sparkling with cleaning solutions designed to make life easier and fresher. Looking to crush your fitness goals? Find workout gear and activewear to get you moving. Need to revamp your style? Check out our newest apparel for the whole family. And for the heart of your home, discover appliances and home goods to make your life easier and more comfortable. Busy families, moms on the go, and everyone in between, Kmart is here for you. A fresh start is just one shopping trip away. Kmart, new year, new me, a year of possibilities. Find it all at Kmart.
Weekly Renewal is brought to you by Calvo's Select Care.
Half a day, I'm Clara Calvo, bringing you your weekly renewal. We're back with Josh Dunn, who is a wellness program administrator at Select Care. Welcome back, Josh.
Hi. We got wellness and disease management programs, right? So SDA, Payless Nutritional Services, Dr. Delamanta, and Dr. Haranucci. So we got a bunch of different approaches to getting healthy. Research shows that they all work in their own ways. So everybody's different, right? Yeah. So whatever you're kind of leaning towards, what you feel that you might be able to accomplish, right? Some people are not gonna be accustomed to going full vegan right away.
Right.
Which
would be SDAs.
Which would be SDAs. But all of these programs getting really great results, right? Whereas Payless is kind of the USDA My Plate style. Dr. Delamanta, he's doing more of the keto approach. Dr. Haranucci is very much root cause medicine, functional medicine, and then SDA is the vegan approach. Mm-hmm. All of them are getting significant results in bringing down risk factors for chronic disease.
And so for someone who is with Select Care, they get a discounted rate at each of them?
Yes, and in some instances, it's fully covered.
Wow.
Yeah, and so we want people to get out there and do these programs and get healthier, be more productive, be less irritable, less sick days. The implications are vast for sure.
Absolutely. And then with all of them, you mentioned primarily like their approach to health or eating. Mm-hmm. But it also includes the other aspects of their health.
Definitely. So with SDA, it's lifestyle medicine, mm-hmm. right? So they are talking about sleep hygiene and mental health and things, right? Because it's never just one thing, right? When it comes to health, there's just
all connected.
the whole context, mm-hmm. right? Especially when it comes to food, is where are you going to get your food, right? We're all going to the sort of same places.
Right.
Food access is an issue on Guam. Right, so taking all of those things into account. And primarily with these wellness programs, it's coming to accountability.
Yes.
Right, often we know what we need to do, but we kind of need the extra help to, hey, that thing, that goal you said you wanted for yourself.
How's it going?
How's that going? So that's a big accountability aspect of these programs for sure.
Great. Is there anything else you'd like to share?
Let's see. So in addition to fitness, the wellness programs, we also do massage therapy. So our members are able to sort of have the benefit of one hour massage per month, and we've got like 6 spa partners, and offering a full range of shiatsu to hand and foot reflexology and then the Chinese medicine massage, right? So the research shows that that's going to reduce pain and reduce stress.
Yeah.
So that's probably one of the most popular things that's going on right now.
Well, who doesn't like a good massage, right?
Right? Oh my goodness, yeah. Hurts so good.
Well, if you get like the more of the sports massage, yeah.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it should feel relaxing. But people also say that yoga is like giving yourself your own internal massage.
I agree.
One thing you did touch on was the chiropractic and acupuncture care, which I find I personally do quite often. And that is something that I think it's been Select Care has covered for a while. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Well, I mean, chiropractic and acupuncture, there's mountains of research that are showing its benefit for people. It is something, and again, depending on your plan, that we do provide access to. There's a bunch of great practitioners that are on our list of providers, so I encourage everybody to go check that out. You know, it's a great benefit that we offer to Calvo Select Care.
Great. Thank you so much for being here.
Of course.
And for all you offer.
Yeah, I'm excited about the wellness program and really just boosting awareness and letting all our members know about all the wellness things we have to offer and gaining more support so that we can support everybody.
Absolutely. And everything, all of this is on the website on calvos.net.
Calvos.net.
Okay.
Yep, check it out.
Great. Thank you, Josh.
Of course.
And thank you all. I'll see you next time on your weekly renewal.
Weekly Renewal is brought to you by Calvo Select Care.
Everything we build is from the ground up. Every great idea, every crazy idea, every next idea, every truck, and everything in it. Everything you hear, everything you see, everything you feel when you drive it. We put everything we have into our trucks, so you get everything out of them. We're Ram. Trucks are what we do.
Health Check is brought to you locally by Island Cancer Center.
An aspect of preventative health care that more people should implement is getting the flu shot. Influenza morphs and mutates regularly, so vaccination to improve your chances of staying in the clear from what could be a pretty nasty bout of illness is key.
For sure, every time after the holidays, I want to say it's usually like January, you see a lot of respiratory illness. It probably because like a lot of people get together during that time and, you know, germs get spread. You know, regarding the flu, because I know you want to know like if we're seeing more uptick with the flu. Just this past month, you know, we haven't been seeing a lot of prescriptions, but we are seeing some of the treatments such as Tamiflu being prescribed. It's not a high amount, but at the same time, to be prescribed those medications, you do have to see your doctor within like the first 3 to 5 days of having your symptoms for it to work, because otherwise there's no point in prescribing that antiviral medication.
Melissa Gabriel is a second-generation pharmacist at Guam Rexall Drugs, which is her family's business. She's seeing a trend lately for flu season in the foot traffic coming to her and the types of inquiries that customers have.
With the over-the-counter, you know, certain things can present more as respiratory illness or allergies, so there is a lot of both going on. So we are seeing a lot of people getting antihistamines for their allergies, but then also a lot of people coming in for cough and cold medication.
Think about it as how you change your oil in your car for optimal performance. By the same logic, the shot needs to be part of your regular health regimen.
So the flu, typically right in the States, like Northern America, it'll follow the trend of like flu season comes out around like October, like during the winter months. So like October, November until February. But because we're in this tropical climate, honestly, flu can go around all year. Last year it was going around in the summer. We've seen like Tamiflu being prescribed. And so yeah, definitely you should get your flu shot.
So make annual inoculation plans for you and your family to get the influenza vaccine. It's quick, easy, and for practically everyone.
So that comes in usually around September. So we do have a bunch coming in, no prescription needed, covered by all the private insurances. So Select Care, Take Care, Net Care, Stay Well, all at zero copay. And then even for Medicare Part B, we are accepting that now. So we are getting high dose flu shots in, regular flu shots, and again, all zero copay, just to walk in and you can, yeah, it takes like 15 minutes to get it. It's very quick.
Health Check is brought to you locally by Island Cancer Center.
So that's all we have for you this week on Health, Home, and Lifestyle. Thanks so much for watching or streaming us every Tuesday right here on KUAM. And remember, as always, stay healthy, Guam. Health, Home, and Lifestyle is brought to you by the Medical City, your trusted partner in health.